I think also happiness. I mean, one of the great things that you get from slowing down is pleasure. You take, because you're giving the attention and time to things that they deserve, you get more out of them. There's just more joy to be had. So I think if you're feeling, like feeling unhappy, going too fast is not the only cause of that, but it's definitely one of them. I think loneliness as well. If you feel disconnected, if you feel you've got a problem, something that's weighing on you, but you can't think of anyone that you could share it with, that, we're in the middle of a global loneliness epidemic. And I think one reason for that is too much speed, because we're too busy, we're too distracted, we're over caffeinated, we're too tired. We just don't show up with other people. We can't listen anymore because our heads are all over the place. So that's another sign, I think, loneliness. And I'll throw another one in as well, which people maybe don't think of as much, a red flag for being too fast, and that is memory. Now, the Czech novelist Milan Kundera wrote about the intimate bond between slowness and remembering. And what he meant was that when you are living in fast forward, when you're racing through the world in turbo mode, everything's a blur and nothing sticks. And I think when you're living fast, we often have that experience, right? You sit down at the end of the day, your head hits the pillow, and you think, whoa, what? I watched a Netflix series, it finished last night. I don't remember how it ended, right? What did we have for supper 2 nights ago? Someone said this thing to me at a party. I thought it was, what nothing, you just don't remember things. And that is not, in most cases, that is not early onset dementia. That is just living too fast because nothing can stick. That was one of the things I noticed really early on when I began putting on the brakes and living in a slower manner, was that I began remembering things more. Things began to stick. And that's such a huge part of a life well lived, is that database of rich memories we build up. And if you don't have that, well, that's also going to make you a little bit unhappy as well. So those are some of the red flags to keep an eye out for.